Keir Starmer destroyed by furious callers on live radio. In a shocking display of discontent, Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, faced an unprecedented backlash during a live radio segment, where furious callers dismantled his policies and leadership with alarming fervor. This moment is not just a fleeting incident, it marks a critical juncture in British politics, as the nation grapples with pivotal issues that could define its future. Starmer's tenure has been characterized by a series of controversial decisions that have left many feeling betrayed. Critics argue that his leadership lacks the conviction necessary to inspire the party's base, especially in the wake of a Democratic vote that seemingly aligned the public against the status quo. The echoes of Brexit still resonate, highlighting the urgency for a strong, unified opposition. Yet, here stands Starmer, seemingly indecisive and out of touch, as his political adversaries seize the narrative. During the live radio broadcast, callers expressed their frustration over Starmer's failure to champion transformative policies that could resonate with the electorate. One caller passionately remarked, "The British people will not forgive a leader who fails to stand up for their rights." This sentiment encapsulates a broader sentiment of disenchantment that permeates the electorate. As the nation stands at a crossroads, many fear that Starmer's inability to connect with the public could herald a new era of political disillusionment. The stakes have never been higher. Starmer's perceived weakness invites comparisons to past leaders who faltered in crucial moments. The ghosts of Labour's past haunt this current leadership, reminding us of the party's once formidable presence in British politics. The question looms, can Starmer reclaim the narrative, or will he go down in history as a leader who squandered a once-in-a-generation opportunity for reform? Public figures are not shy in their criticism. Analysts warn that if Starmer continues to alienate his base, he risks not only the loss of the next general election but also the very soul of the Labour Party. This is a moment of reckoning, said a political analyst on the airwaves. A failure to act decisively could lead to a fracture within the party that might never heal. The implications are profound, suggesting that the party could lose its relevance in a rapidly changing political landscape. Starmer's critics articulate a clear narrative: the Labour Party must embody the values of the working class and advocate for the marginalized. Yet, the ongoing struggle within the party reveals a deeper conflict over identity and purpose. As the left debates its direction, the right capitalizes on this chaos, further entrenching their power. This fight is not merely political, it is deeply ideological, echoing historical struggles for justice and representation. In this high-stakes environment, the urgency for change is palpable. Starmer's leadership is under siege, not just from political opponents but from within his own ranks. Many wonder if he can pivot toward a more progressive agenda that resonates with voters. The potential outcomes are dire. A continued drift towards apathy and disengagement among the electorate could have lasting consequences for democracy in the UK. Calls for action are louder than ever. The country stands at a crossroads, one caller passionately pleaded, imploring listeners to rally behind a vision for the future that champions equity and justice. The political landscape is shifting, and those who fail to adapt risk being swept away in the tide of change. As this saga unfolds, one thing is clear: the British public is not content to sit idly by. Grassroots movements are gaining momentum, urging citizens to hold their leaders accountable. Now is the time for engagement. The airwaves are alive with voices demanding action, and the collective consciousness is awakening. In conclusion, the fallout from this radio confrontation signals a pivotal moment for Keir Starmer and the Labour Party. The road ahead is fraught with challenges, but it also offers a chance for renewal and reinvigoration. The question remains, will Starmer rise to the occasion, or will he falter under pressure? The future of British politics may very well depend on the answers to these questions. Join the conversation. Like, subscribe, and become part of a movement that demands transparency, accountability, and a government that truly represents its people. The time for action is now. Let's ensure that our voices are heard loud and clear in the halls of power.